guys, we're gonna get started. Welcome to our hunter clinic. There's a lot of you. we're gonna do our best to make sure everyone has a turn to ride. But I'll explain when we get to that. But anyway, you guys can go ahead and enter the arena, and you can warm up on your own, just like walk, trot, canter, both directions. You don't have to worry about spacing right now since there's like way too many of you to be able to be spaced out. So, but you can try to keep yourself away from other people. It is good practice. And while you're doing that, I'll kind of like talk about hunter under saddle since we'll be kind of flatting right now. And then eventually we're gonna put the jumps up, but you can leave the jumps down for now because they'll probably just get in the way. Oh, also I am recording this, so if anyone has to like leave early or if they know someone that would like to be here but they can't, then I will be posting it later. Alright, so let's get to under saddle. So obviously the clinic today is all about hunters. So our hunter divisions for this upcoming year, I think, let me look at them. Every single one has under saddle except for the hunter derby and the hunter pace. So those ones are only jumping. You don't have to worry about flatting. I know some people hate under saddle, so maybe those are for you. But under saddle and flat classes, basically the same thing. Usually in hunters, it's called under saddle, just because. But it's essentially when you're just in the ring like you are now, and the judge asks you to either walk or trot or canter or extended canter. And the main way to place high in a flat class is just staying as far away from everyone else as you can and not doing anything that's like too drastic. Like don't do any crazy curls. Don't do any sharp turns. Don't cut anyone off. The only like tricky part about when you're flatting with a bunch of people is there is screen delay, so you might think that you're like far enough in front of someone to not cut them off, but you're actually like further back than you think you are on everyone else's screen, so you might actually be cutting them off, so you kind of just have to give yourself extra room. But yeah, that's like the gist of under saddle. Obviously there's a lot of other like smaller things that will take off points for, or will give you error points rather. One of those is if you ride too close to the rail is like a big one that I see a lot of people doing still. They'll like basically be like scraping their foot along the rail. And you really want to be riding with like a horse length or like the horse width in between you and the rail just to give yourself like a realistic space. Another thing I see a lot of people do that's not ideal is they'll get really, really deep in their corners, kind of like they'll make like a right angle in the corner, and you definitely want to make your corners smooth. And then obviously you want to have really like on-time transitions. So like you want to, if the judge asks you to trot, you want to trot as soon as you hear it, just to not be late. Another thing I see people do a lot is they'll get a little confused about how to line up at the end of the flat class. So basically rule of thumb is when you're asked to line up, you don't want to have to change directions to go into the lineup. You just want to keep the direction you're going until you get around to where you can line up. you will get points. You will get error points if you change direction. So don't do that. But at the same time, you don't want to take too long to line up. So if you're like really far away from where you need to be, you just gotta cut your way around the middle and just make it shorter, because you'll get error points for that. Oh gosh, okay, another thing I see people do a lot is when they're passing another rider, they will ride way too close to them. So I would say when you're passing someone, you just want to like be on the quarter line, which is essentially a quarter of the way across the ring. So it's probably like 3 or 4 horse widths away. So definitely like a decent amount of space. It's better to be further away than you need to be than too close. So yeah, be careful of that. If anyone needs me to show them like what the quarter line is, just let me know in Say Chat. And if you have any questions at any point at all, let me know in Say Chat. And I'll try my best to see them all. Yeah, I know right now you guys are kind of going like both directions, but you'll never have to do that in a flat class. Everyone will always be going the same way, so that makes things easier. But yeah, that's like pretty much it for like the main things that people do. Another small thing is don't talk in Say Chat or like global chat when you're in the class, because that'll get you points. And also don't ride through like any big like grass clumps or like objects in the ring, you know. Well, any of our undersaddle classes include split canter with bigger classes? They might, but usually like we don't really ever have a class that's bigger than 25. And usually when I do 25 people, I'll do it in the like bigger arenas, like the racetrack or something, so that like everyone can be in there at one time. So we never really end up having to do split classes. Or also if it's really big class, I just like won't ask people to extended canter because it's just like overwhelming. But yeah. All right, whenever you guys are warmed up, you can come gather in the middle of the ring. Oh, and make sure you put on preset B. Maybe do that first. One runs. Oh gosh, okay. Yeah, if you're like in a group, the freaking preset board's still not working. It's really annoying, but it's okay. Yeah, just make like a nice cult circle around me. I love when random people join in. It's so cute. So does anyone have any more questions about oh my god, I can't even type preset A, are you kidding me? It's preset B, sorry, it's not even A. Can I say B? What the heck? Preset B. But yeah, if anyone has any last questions about under saddle, let me know. Alright. Yeah, under saddle, it's pretty straightforward. It just takes like It's a lot of practice, but it's also like somewhat how lucky you get during the actual class. Like sometimes you just get lucky and for some reason no one's near you and you like don't really have to try very hard, but other times it's like you're fighting for your life and it's absolutely terrifying. And yeah. Do we allow boots? I know IRL you can, but it depends on the school you're rated. So we don't allow any horse boots in hunters for any like type of show. I can briefly go over the dress code for you guys. So it is on our website if you ever need to look. But I know sometimes people still have questions. So if you can hear my dog barking, I'm really sorry. So so for hunters, you always have brown English bridle and saddle. For the bridle, it has to have no like crazy noseband. It has to just have like the plain noseband. I see a lot of you guys have it on already. Like almost every single person has the right noseband. So you wouldn't want a drop noseband like Kayla over here. That's a drop noseband, so you don't want that. You don't want no noseband. Does anyone have no noseband? I swear I just saw no noseband. Did they like change their bridle? Alright, whatever. You have to have a noseband. You can't have no noseband. Yeah, no flash, which this person has a flash if anyone's doesn't know what a flash is. It's basically like an extra strap that goes like under the bit. So you don't want that. Oh yeah. Iris. Iris has no noseband. So you don't want that either. And like obviously like those things can be fine, but it's just like traditional dress code for hunters that we're going by. Nothing against, you know, the no noseband people. But in jumpers you can do whatever you want. I mean, you could literally do jumpers with no bridle if you don't want a bridle, but it won't go as fast, but you know, trust me, I don't like I think people that ride with no bridle is so cool, like no bits. I ride my like mom and I have a horse, we ride him with no bit. So it's cool. Also like those people that do like jumpers with no bridle and it's just like the bit with the reins, like that's crazy to me. I don't even understand how that works. Like how do they not spit the bit out? I guess there's like a strap under their chin, but I don't get it. It's really cool though. They're just like doing the most. Anyway, we're getting distracted. So that's saddle and bridle. The saddle pad just needs to be like the really small pad or the new like shaped pads. It has to be white or like off-white. Like I said before, no leg boots, no like decorations, except you can have tail bows that like indicate certain things, like if it's a green horse or kicker, you can do that. And then the main styles, you can have the main style that I have on right now, this like short main style, you can have that for B and C rated shows. But for A and AA rated, you have to have the button braids. I know a lot of people just like always have the button braids because it's just easier to always have that on, but yeah. And then for your rider, you just want to have a show jacket. It can be a lot of different colors. All the colors are on the website. I'm not gonna go over everything. But for hunter derbies, you want to have the longer show coat with like the tail coat things. It's basically the dressage coat in the game. And then you want to have tan or beige riding pants. You need to have tall boots that are black or brown. You can do brown. I am allowing brown now because I know a lot of people actually have brown helmets and stuff in real life. I think it's cute. You can have like the paddock boots for short stirrup, but only in short stirrup. If you have paddock boots in any other division, you will get points off. And then yeah, like no crazy accessories, no like face painting or masks or anything like that. But you can wear like sunglasses or earrings or facial hair, and then your character's hair. There's pictures on the website if you need like an example. But yeah, that's like it for dress code. Does anyone have any questions about dress code? It's probably like the simplest dress code out of all of them. Oh my god, I know, they need to give every horse the freaking shaved pads. Like right now. Like the fact that the Belgians can't wear them yet is like crazy to me. But whatever. Don't even get me started on Star Stable right now. Okay, so yeah, the small pads can have the fluff or no fluff, it doesn't matter. Oh my god, you like the haystack braids? Honestly, the haystack braids are pretty like classic looking. And a lot of people hate them. They're not that bad. Oh my god. Okay, so let's get started with our little jumping portion. Actually, maybe I should like briefly talk about how jumping is judged. Okay, so for hunters, there's always an under saddle and then there's over fences. And over fences is obviously the jumping class. The number of jumps will vary depending on the division. There can be anywhere from like 4 jumps in short stirrup to like 12 in the hunter pace. But the hunter pace is like different. We're not really going to talk about that today because that's a timed event, so it's not really like in the same category as the other hunter divisions. Yeah, it's really just like, it's like cross country and it's optimum time is basically what it is. Which is like kind of how it is in real life, except in real life I think you go out in like a group. Like you have a group with you, but anyway. So over fences, all of it is pretty much judged the same, except for the Hunter Derby, which honestly we're probably not even going to talk about Hunter Derbies today because it'll just probably confuse people. But maybe we'll do like a clinic kind of just on those at some point. But so anyway, for regular Hunter over fences, the biggest thing that you're scored on is how you jump every jump and if it's straight and centered. And when I say straight and centered, I mean like perfectly straight and centered, not like roughly straight and centered. I feel like sometimes new people probably look at that and they're like, oh, like as long as I'm somewhat straight and centered, it's probably fine. Like no, you have to be like perfectly straight and centered to get a good score, and it takes like very little for your score to go down if you're like slightly off. So will you knock 2 points if they are a something off? A what off? Adam off? Adam? Flea, what are you saying right now? Oh, you could have said like some like small measurement. Adam. Like a millimeter or something. Yeah, I was really good at science, right? Trust me. That was my major. Okay? You mean in school? Oh. No, if braids aren't required, then no, you're not gonna place higher just because of braids. For ties, which ties really only happen in flat classes, the first thing I look at to break a tie is your player level, which I don't know if a lot of people know that, but yeah, your player level will break a tie 9 times out of 10. Yeah. Because if you think about it, if you're going faster, you're having to work harder because you're just probably having to pass people more and whatnot. So the people with a higher level are gonna be like favored. So yeah, your player level makes you faster. Yeah. Until you get to 25. I guess after 25, we won't. It'll all just be the same. But yeah. Does horse level make you jump higher? I think, yeah. Like your horse's level, it like increases everything, like all those stats. So I don't really even know what the stats are, honestly. I don't understand it. It doesn't really matter though. I mean, you should just have your horse maxed and happy anyway, because it's like painful when someone's in a flat class and their horse is sad and slow. So, and also for jumping, because then it just takes forever. But alright, anyway, back to jumping classes. So the majority of your score, like I said, is based on how centered and straight the jumps are. Also, just like you'll have one small score for how well you turn during the class. So if you're making like nice wide turns and you're not like cutting corners or anything like that. You'll also get scored on your opening and closing circles, which we're not really gonna like talk about that today because that'll just take up a lot of time, but circles are pretty easy though. The website pretty much explains how to do them. And then sometimes on a course I'll put the distance between a jump, and that just means that you need to get a certain number of strides. And there's like the conversion on the website too. It tells you like how many feet equals how many strides. But the thing about this is most of the time I don't even count the strides because it's just a lot to do when judging. So like don't really worry about it that much. Yeah. If it's like a really high rated show, like I might do it. So maybe try a little harder then, but it's really not that big of a deal. It's more just to like be realistic. Yeah. So I mean, like sometimes I'll take points off if it's really obvious that you didn't like get even close to the number of strides or something, but yeah. And then there's a bunch of things that you could get deductions for. Those are also on the website. I'm not really gonna go into those right now, so we can actually get to the jumping. But yeah, yeah, flat classes are like pretty much like English pleasure sort of a thing. There really is no way to do like focus on the horse versus focus on the rider for Star Stable, because obviously the horses generally look the same like for each breed, so it's not like you can have like a horse that's a better mover in that one breed, so there's not really a point to do by the horse. Oh my god, yeah, personalities. Alright, so let's get started with jumping. So, does everyone see me? Hopefully. I'm just gonna have you guys jump this small jump here from misdirection. Does everyone see where I am? Hopefully. Oh god. Well, don't jump it yet. Alright, so I'm gonna have everyone line up in the way we're jumping Oxer backwards. It's not backwards. This one you can do. This one's from either way. Don't worry, I'm not gonna make you do an Oxer backwards. That would like hurt me. Alright, so I'm gonna have everyone line up over here. If you can find me. Yeah, Rose will be first. Just line up behind me and Rose. Oh my god, that's a crowd. Goodness gracious. Yeah, if you guys are like on top of each other, just like spread out a little. You'll all get a chance to go, don't worry. So when it's your turn, you're just gonna work in canter, or extended canter, whichever you want to call it, all the way around and jump the little Oxer. And then once you do that, you can just get back in the end of the line. And that's that. And so I just want you guys to focus on being really straight and really centered over the jump. And yeah, extended or working canter, same thing. Oh my god, this would be a crazy Star Stable dressage line. No, thank you. Alright, and once you see the person in front of you jump the jump, you can like start going. But yeah. Is everyone good? I think everyone's good. Alright, Rose, you can start us off. Yeah, you guys, you don't have to wait for me to tell you to go. You can just go once you see them jump. Just keeping it moving. That was really nice. Maybe like a hair to the left? That was really good. Yeah, I'll give you guys like a little feedback as you go, just so you know. That was perfect. Really nice. But I'm gonna be really, really nitpicky, so just, you know, bear with me. That was really nice. Maybe like tiny bit to the left. The tiniest bit. That was nice. You were like a decent amount to the left of the center. I should give you guys like the score I would give you. But like, I don't want to scare people. That was really nice. Maybe a little to the right of center. That was really nice. A little to the right. I'm also like, since I'm recording this, you guys will be able to see like my point of view from behind, so you'll like kind of see like where you're jumping, which might be helpful if you want to like go back and look. That was really good. You were centered, but you were like a little bit crooked, slightly. That was like pretty much perfect. Yeah. Pretty much perfect. That was also perfect. That was also perfect. Everyone was doing too good. It'll get harder though. I swear. That was really nice. A little bit to the right. That one. Really good. A little bit to the left. Really nice. That was perfect. Also perfect. What's next? Oh. Faith! Faith on the little pony. It was good. A little bit crooked, but that was really nice. Very nice. A little bit to the right. That was good. A little bit to the right also. That was really nice. Maybe a little bit to the right, but only slightly. That was pretty much perfect. We're almost through everyone already. Oh my gosh. Yeah, after this we're gonna do like the same jump, but then we'll add a second one. That was good. You're a little bit to the right and a little bit crooked. All the Mustangs. So cute. That was perfect. Nice. Really good. A little bit to the left. And just a little to the right. That was nice. Kayla. Yeah, that was really good. A little bit to the left. That was nice. Okay, I think we're through everyone. Yes. Yeah. Okay, so this time you're going to do the same exact jump, but then you're going to add a second jump. So you're going to come down all the way to the end. And you're going to come across this diagonal jump. And then you can go ahead and get back in line somehow. Do like a circle or something. We do RSVP just so like I know like generally how many people are coming. Okay, did anyone not see which jump it was to do? Or 2 jumps rather? Okay. That's good. Alright, Rose, go ahead. So I want you guys to, obviously that first jump, same thing. Second jump is a little trickier because you're coming off of a turn, so you just want to be careful not to make the turn too early. Because it will mess you up because it's so close to the jump. So you just want to take it wider than you think. Your first jump was lovely. Second jump was really nice too. Yeah, that was a good turn. Very nice. And yeah, same thing. Once you see them jump, the second jump, you can start going. First jump was incredible. You know, we do need lead changes. It pains me. Second jump was really good. You're like maybe a little bit crooked, but that was very nice. First jump was amazing. Oh my god, the little cluster of horses down here. Second jump was a little off center to the left, so just make sure you turn a little later next time. A little bit off center to the left on that one. And a little bit to the left on that one too. So just make sure you turn wider. First jump was perfect. And the second jump was pretty much perfect too. Very nice. Really nice. You like kind of were like you were a little bit to the left on your approach, so you kind of had to like drift to the center, but you ended up being pretty centered. So that was good. And then second jump a little bit to the left, so definitely make sure to turn a little later. A little bit left of center on that one. Chat hates everyone. And you're pretty left of center on that one too. A little crooked, so be careful. Careful of that turn. Oh my god. I don't want fans. That's scary. First jump was lovely. And second jump was perfect. It's very nice. And the first jump was great. Babe, you got it. I believe in you. Second jump was really nice. You were like a little bit to the left of center, but you're nice and straight. So it's good. First jump was almost perfect. You're like a little bit to the right. And second jump was also almost perfect. You're like pretty centered, but just a little crooked from the turn. So just probably turn a little later. That was good. A little bit to right. And a little crooked on that second one, so same thing. I feel like I'm telling everyone, just just turn later. It's so easy to like turn too early because you're just like anticipating it, but just gotta be patient. A little bit to the left of center on that first one. And the second one was pretty good, a little crooked. I don't know whose horse is down there, but that horse is kind of like a good marker if you want to like know where to turn. Just like wait till you're past that horse. First jump was pretty good, a little bit to the left. Oh, is that Kayla's horse? You could leave it. It's a good guide. Second jump was good, just a little tiny bit crooked. Yeah, if you just wait till you're past Kayla's horse, then you're probably gonna be like pretty much spot on. First jump was perfect. The second jump was perfect, maybe a tiny bit crooked, but not very crooked at all. Mostly everyone's doing like really good, so that was nice. A little bit to the right of center. Oh my god, I love how fat the Dartmoors are. They're so cute. Second jump was really nice. That was a really good turn. Very, very nice. I like how I'm just like running in circles, basically. A little bit to the left of center on that one. My horse is getting a workout today. Second jump was pretty much perfect. Good job. First jump was really nice. Maybe like a tiny bit to the right. The tiniest bit. And the second jump was almost perfect too. Very nice. Nice first jump. Maybe a little bit to the right of center. And the second jump was really good. A little bit to the right also. But the turn was nice. Good turn. A little bit to the left on the first one. And the second jump was perfect. Really good job. A little right on the first one. And the second one was pretty good. You definitely took the turn a little early, but it still ended up looking pretty nice. First jump was really nice. A little bit to the right. Second jump, your turn was good, but you kind of like swung a little too wide, so you were a little bit too far to the right, but I appreciate the turn. Like, I'd almost rather see someone go like too wide than cut their corner, because it's just like, I don't know why, it's just better. It's still not great, but it's better. First jump was really nice. Pretty much perfect. And second jump was like almost perfect, maybe a little to the left. It was really nice. Our last one. What time is it? Yeah, we'll probably go through one more little exercise after this, and then we'll wrap it up a little. Alright, first jump was good, a little to the right. And the second one was almost perfect, but your turn was just a little too early. So that kind of made it crooked, but that was good. Okay, oh Kayla, go. Go for it. I always forget you're taking pictures. Alright, first jump was pretty good, little to the left of center. Ooh, really nice turn. That was good. Very nice. Everyone, if you're watching this on YouTube, that was a really good turn. Everyone should go back and watch that turn. Okay, so we're gonna do one more little exercise. I'm gonna have to have you guys like turn around though. Ugh. Yeah, so I'll have you guys like reline up though, because it's a little awkward. But basically, I'm gonna have you guys line up probably like right around here behind me. If you want to kind of rearrange yourselves, just kick it in reverse. And then once you're lined up, I'm gonna have you guys come around and do the other diagonal jump here. And you're just gonna do the bending line. So you're gonna do that, and you're gonna go straight to this vertical. And this one is it's a good way to practice not turning too early also, because oh god, you guys are real squished. Holy crud. Anyway. So, oh, wait. It's not horsing. It's okay. So, after you jump this first jump, you don't want to turn too soon to the second one because it's just going to make you look super crooked. So, I usually I'll keep my eye on the second one and I'll just wait to turn, I'll wait to straighten out for the second jump until I'm at the middle of the jump so that I'm not having to drift into the center, if that makes sense. So just kind of keep that in mind when you're going to do it. And yeah, oh gosh, Faith, you're first. Yeah, I can show you guys again. So you're gonna come all the way around to the end, and you're gonna jump the cross rail oxer thing, not like how I jumped it. You're gonna be nice and centered, and then you're gonna jump that vertical. Yeah, you guys had a good angle seeing how I jumped that first one. It was hideous. Yeah, so this is a bending line. There's not a lot of times where there'll be a bending line in a hunter class, but sometimes it happens, if it's a harder show or if it's a derby or something, so they're good to practice. And honestly, a lot of the lines in Star Stable are not completely straight anyway, so most of them are unintentional bending lines, so it's good to practice that. Oh my god, I know, it's it's so close to being centered, but it's not. It's who made that? I want to have a talk with them. No, the one that drives me crazy is the 2 jumps at Marley's in Preset B. At the far end, it's the hay, and then there's the hay with the pole on it. Oh yeah, also the barrel and the yellow jump. They're both crooked. I don't understand. I just don't understand. It's the most basic thing for making a course. I just don't get it. Anyway, okay. Faith, you can start us off when you're ready. And same thing as before, you guys can just go ahead once you see them jump the second jump. Yeah, whoever's making courses doesn't know how to make a straight line. That's okay. First jump was perfect. Second one was a little crooked, so kind of what I was talking about before. Just make sure to not turn too soon to that second jump. Oh my gosh. First jump was a little to the right of center, and then second one was a little to the left, so turned a little early for that one. Yeah, if Jenny made courses for Star Stable, they would be so wonderful and amazing. First jump was perfect. Really good. Second one was almost perfect. That was close. You were a little bit to the left of center, but that was a good job. Oh my god, yeah. If we just had more courses to work with in general, it'd be great. First jump was perfect. Second one was Really good. Almost a little bit crooked, but you were nice and centered. Oh gosh. We got a crazy horse down here. First jump was really good, a little bit to the left. But your turn was nice. And second jump was pretty good too, a little to the left also. Just turn a little later. A little left of center on that one. And a little crooked on the second one. Oh god, almost hit the jump. Really nice turn, good first jump. And really nice second jump. That was almost perfect. Oh my god, I want them to just completely update Urvik Stables like all together and just make it crazy little showgrounds or something. First jump was really nice, second one was a little bit crooked, kind of like everyone so far. I feel like everyone's like turning where they think they should turn, but like the screen delay is messing with people. Your first jump was perfect. Second one also a little bit crooked. The end of the line is behind Faith, which is Ray or Ride. What is your start table name? I even forget. She's on the little red round Dartmoor. Just a little off center on both of those jumps. They were pretty good. First jump was really nice. And second was almost perfect. Maybe a tiny bit crooked, but it was really good. One of the nicest so far. First jump was really nice. And second was almost really nice too. You like had the right idea with the turn to it, but you kind of like overshot and it kind of made you a little crooked, but the turn was good. You had the right idea. First one was good, a little to the right of center. And second was pretty good, but you were a little crooked. First jump was perfect. It kind of looked like you were like drifting, but it ended up being nice. And second jump, really good too. Really nice. Yeah, clinics are very chill. They do get like, I feel like they get pretty like repetitive, so that's why I don't do them very often, but first jump a little bit to the left of center, and then second one was a little to the right of center, but it was real good. Yeah, anyway, yeah, clinics can be a little overkill, I feel like sometimes. First jump was perfect, really good. Second, a little bit to the left of center, probably just because of the turn being a little early. But yeah, that's why I started like recording the clinics so people can just like watch them instead of having to like wait for one to happen, you know? 'Cause it's like pretty much the same information still. Both jumps were a little bit to the left of center. That was pretty good. And first jump was really nice. Second was a little crooked It kind of turned late. Oh my gosh, no horse kicking. That looks so bad. Oh, first jump was really nice. Second, just crooked. Look crooked. I feel like everyone's kind of jumping that second one. Almost the same. It's kind of hard. First one, just a little crooked. Kind of turned a little late. And then the second one was almost good. You're a little off center, but that was nice. Oh, no wonder you guys are asking where the front of the line is, because Shave crashed. That's okay. First jump a little to the left of center. And a little to the left on that one too. Yeah, who was second in line? Whoever like was second, let me know. Oh, okay. So we're pretty much done. Oh, okay. Second time's a charm. It's okay, just felt like it didn't happen. The jump was really good though. Just besides that. And second jump was really nice too. Good job. Alright, so Kayla, where are you going? I think you're our last one. Go for it. And then we'll get you guys out of here and off to the pop-up show if you're doing it. The first jump just a little crooked because you kind of turned late, but the second jump was really nice though. That was really good. 100 people on the wait list. Wait, is it that many people? Oh my god. There's a JNSA pop-up, but I think everything's pretty much full by now. But very full. Do you guys have any last questions about jumping before we end? If you guys want to like walk out your horses, feel free. Yeah, the shows fill up like crazy. It's kind of like every man for himself, you know? What other ways can you lose points in over fences? So, other than being like crooked, off-centered, or just like turning really bad, there's like other deductions you can get. So like if you get a refusal, so if your horse just like hard stops at the jump, you'll get a lot of points off. If you hit a jump, which the only way we can really tell is like if you go down to like the trot right after, then you'll get like 20 points off. Any like random hard stop is 20 points off. If you are jumping like at the wrong gate, like if you're galloping, for example, you'll get points off. If you go in or out the wrong gate, you'll get some points off for that. Or if you bring a horse that like isn't supposed to be in that class, like if you bring a pony and it's horses only, you'll get points off. And then obviously if you're off course, you'll get disqualified. Strides don't really matter. They really don't. No galloping, I'm so sorry. Alright, well, we're pretty much done, but if you guys have more questions, feel free to ask in the Discord. But I'll post this probably later tonight or tomorrow. But yeah, thank you guys all for coming and being great students. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your night.